Central Bank Governor Dr. Nandalal Veerasinghe on Tuesday said that Sri Lanka maintains a positive expectation that all creditors will agree to debt restructuring measures aimed at enabling Sri Lanka to achieve long-term debt sustainability. Speaking to reporters in Colombo, Dr. Veerasinghe noted that following the completion of domestic debt restructuring, progress has been made in external debt restructuring. He noted that agreements in principle were reached with bilateral creditors and the final agreements are being prepared, adding that those agreements will be signed soon.
Debt servicing is not the task of the central bank. It is the task of the government. It is something related to the state finance policy. So within that process, government debt is being subject to restructuring. We are providing technical support. The responsibility lies with the government and the finance ministry. What we can say is great progress has been made in this respect. Domestic debt restructuring is complete. With respect to the external debt, we have reached agreements in principle with the bilateral creditors. The final agreements are being prepared and we hope to finalize them soon. Next is the commercial credit. We are discussing with international sovereign bondholders. The first round of talks concluded and the next round of talks will take place soon. We hope to secure debt sustainability. We maintain a positive expectation that all creditors will agree to restructure debt that would allow Sri Lanka to achieve debt sustainability in the long term.
රජයට ඔරොත්තු දෙන රජයට ගෙවි හැකි ආකාරයේ විදේශී ණය ගෙවීමේ ක්‍රමවේදයකට එන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි කියන එක ලොකු විශ්වාසයක් තියෙනවා.
With regard to the third tranche of the IMF-supported program for Sri Lanka, the governor said that the IMF Executive Board approval for the disbursement of funds will hopefully be secured in June 2024.
No, the IMF, the program, I think as we are seeing that we are going into a second review and the third tranche. Right from the beginning, if you look at the staff level agreement in September 2022 and the next review and the forthcoming review, there has been changes to the program. Changes in terms of, not in terms of the direction of fiscal consolidation, need for revenue enhancement and need for the curtailing expenditure and also need for maintaining a stable inflation and need to build up reserves, need to maintain financial stability. Those can't be changed under any administration or any future program. But within that, how we are going to achieve those objectives, for example, revenue enhancement or primary surplus achievement, there could be different ways and means of achieving the same target. That's up to every review. If you look at first review, second review and third review, there has been changes in every document. Likewise, it's a continuous review process once in every 6 months, depending on the situation, depending on what we see the best policies. Any government, Minister of Finance or Central Bank can negotiate and agree to a different terms and conditions in the short term. But overall, the key one is to restore this sustainability in the medium long term and ensure economy is growing at reasonable pace and ensure there's fiscal sustainability, ensure monetary stability, ensure financial stability. Those are key ones. In addition to, there are other reforms like corruption and vulnerability, social safety net are different ones. But what I say, what our position here is that within that there has been reviews all the time. It's not something fixed for next 10 years. It's not something fixed for next 4 years. It's not something fixed for next 1 year even. If you look at the program, every 3 documents, there are changes from one to the other. So that those kind of changes can happen, but subject to overall path, direction should remain as it is. We are hoping that most probably we will, at least in the month of June, we will be able to get the board approval.